Hello, everyone. Yeah, I know. It's been a minute. 1 year, 365 days. Way too long. And if you're watching this, that means somehow you didn't forget about me, which is crazy. First off, I owe you all an apology. Disappearing like that? Not cool. No warning, no updates. Just poof. Gone. And I get it. If I were you, I'd be wondering, did this dude get kidnapped? Did he join a cult? Did he finally lose a fight to the algorithm? But no, I'm still here. And I want to be real with you. I wasn't on YouTube at all. Life got busy, things happened, and before I knew it, weeks turned into months, and months turned into a whole year. I had a lot going on in my personal life, and honestly, I just wasn't in the right headspace to make videos. But that changes now. I'm back, and this time, I'm committing to uploading once a week. I've got a ton of ideas, fresh content planned, and I can't wait to start making videos again. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive into this video. Every crime, including murder, is legal for 12 hours. That's the premise of the Purge. It's basically what Gotham would be if I took a vacation. Now, if you're just some random civilian in this universe, you're probably thinking, how do I survive this? Because let's be real, this isn't a test of human morality. It's a test of who has money, weapons, and the ability to not be a complete idiot for one night. Today, I'm going to break down the mistakes made, what you should do, and most importantly, how to beat the Purge. Let's begin. It's the year 2022. America has been taken over by a shady group called the New Founding Fathers, because apparently regular Founding Fathers weren't enough. They decide that the best way to control crime and unemployment is to let everyone go feral for one night. For 12 hours, all crime is legal. No cops, no hospitals, no emergency services. The government says it's to cleanse the nation and let people release their inner rage. But in reality, it's just an excuse to kill off the lower class. If you're rich, you sit in a mansion and watch the chaos like it's the Super Bowl. If you're poor, you get used as target practice. Our main characters are the Sandin family, and they're the worst people to be stuck with during the Purge. James Sandin, a guy who got filthy rich selling home security systems specifically for the Purge. He's cocky, smug, and 100% convinced his house is untouchable. Mary Sandin, his wife, mostly just there to react to the stupidity unfolding. Zoe Sandin, their rebellious teenage daughter who has a secret older boyfriend and the worst taste in men. Charlie Sandin, their young son. A kid so determined to get everyone killed you'd think he was working for the enemy. Now, let's talk about the neighborhood. These people are fake nice. They all smile at you, but deep down they hate your guts. And since they're all rich, they act like the Purge is just another holiday like Thanksgiving, but with more murder. James, being the world's worst salesman, brags to his neighbors about how many security systems he sold this year.
Did you do the systems check I recommended?
Of course, no problems.
Okay, yeah, it's the same one I use. I only sell the best. All right, nobody's bothering us tonight.
Well, you have a safe night, Mr. Sanders.
Thanks.
Now don't forget to buy your blue baton.
That means two things. 1, everyone knows he's loaded. 2, everyone knows his house is a fortress, which means if anyone wants to break in, they know exactly where to go. It's the afternoon of March 21st. The Purge is about to start, and this family is not taking it seriously. James rolls up in his expensive car like it's just another day at the office. Zoe is too busy making out with her creepy older boyfriend, Henry, to care. And Charlie? Charlie has a creepy homemade robot with a camera attached. It looks like something Jigsaw would build in his free time. This kid is a walking liability. As 7 p.m. gets closer, the family locks down the house. And when I say locks down, I mean shutters come down, doors seal, and the whole house turns into a bunker. James is feeling real confident about his security system, but he would soon find out how much his confidence wouldn't matter. The second the purge starts, Henry, the boyfriend, decides this is the perfect time to kill James. Yes, you heard me right. This guy's grand plan isn't to steal a car or run off with Zoe. Nope. He wants to shoot her dad inside the house during the purge. But surprise, surprise, James has a gun as well, and he blasts Henry away with his gun. Zoe runs off, freaked out, and now she's missing in the house. Man, what an ungrateful kid. Meanwhile, Charlie makes things 100 times worse. He sees a homeless man outside begging for help. Instead of ignoring it like a sane person, he disables the security system and lets the guy in. James is about to lose his mind. But before he can fix this mess, they get visitors. A group of masked rich kids in suits show up at the front door. Their leader, a preppy, smiling psychopath who talks like he just finished a TED Talk on why murder is great. They call themselves purifiers. Their whole deal? They hunt poor people for sport. They tell James,
Your home tells me you're good folk, just like us. We are some fine, young, very educated guys and gals. But things took a turn. Our target escaped us. And you have inexplicably given him sanctuary. Your sheltering is nothing but a dirty homeless pig. You have until our provisions arrive, provisions which will help us break into your elegant home. If you don't deliver him by the aforementioned time, we'll release the beast on him and on you.
And here's red flag number 2. James built his entire fortune selling security systems. But guess what? They don't work. The Purge Bros cut the power. They start ripping the shutters off. They have way better weapons than James ever planned for. So now, it's a home invasion movie. James grabs a shotgun. The house turns into a battlefield. The killers break in. Zoe is still missing. James and Mary try to fight back, but rich psychopaths with machetes are hard to stop. James actually puts up a decent fight. He takes out a few of them, but eventually he gets stabbed and bleeds out. Now, it's just Mary, Charlie, and Zoe left. They're hiding, waiting for death. And then, the neighbors arrive. Up until now, this family thought their biggest threat was the masked Purge Bros who invaded their home. But they were wrong. Turns out, their wealthy suburban neighbors were planning to kill them all along. Why? Pure jealousy. James got filthy rich selling security systems to everyone in the neighborhood. He made more money than any of them, and he wasn't subtle about it. The neighbors smiled to his face, but deep down they resented his success, and the purge gave them the perfect excuse to take back what was theirs. They drag Mary, Charlie, and Zoe into the living room. James is already dead, so they don't have to worry about him anymore. The leader of the neighborhood group? Grace Farron, Mary's so-called friend, the same woman who brought them cookies earlier that day.
What have I done to deserve a gift, Grace? Oh, I have a new hobby baking. I made way too many cookies. Hi!
Ooh, cookies.
Imagine someone smiling at you in the morning and then tying you to a chair at night to execute you. What makes this scene terrifying isn't just that the neighbors want to kill them. It's how casual they are about it. They're smiling. They're calm. They talk like this is just another fun neighborhood gathering. Grace even tells Mary,
It's time for you to quiet down, Mary. Let us do our duty as Americans.
these people don't see themselves as killers. No, they see themselves as doing what's right. The way they talk, they act like this isn't murder. It's a correction. In their minds, the Sandins don't deserve the wealth they have, so they're just fixing that. And here's the worst part. Even if the purge ended right this second, they wouldn't stop, because this isn't about legal crime anymore. This is personal. Grace raises a knife. She's about to stab Mary, and then, bang! A gunshot rings out. Remember the injured homeless man Charlie let into the house earlier? Turns out he's not dead, and he's armed. Before Grace can kill Mary, he shoots one of the neighbors. Everything turns to chaos. Mary grabs a weapon. Zoe kicks over a chair. Charlie ducks for cover. In the confusion, they manage to fight back. They don't kill every neighbor, but they take control of the situation, and now the tables have turned. The surviving neighbors are disarmed, wounded, and outnumbered. And here's where Mary makes a shocking decision. Instead of executing the neighbors like they were about to do to her, Mary forces them to sit at the dinner table. No more fighting. No more killing. They just have to sit there in awkward, unbearable silence until the purge ends. At one point, one of the neighbors tries to make a move. Mary smashes her face into the table. This is not a mercy move. It's pure dominance. She could kill them, and in the eyes of others, she should kill them. But forcing them to sit there and think about what they've done, that's worse. The clock finally hits 7 a.m. The sirens blare. The purge is over. As soon as it ends, the neighbors don't say a word. They just quietly leave. Because here's the thing. They can't call the cops. The purge was legal. They can't try again. Now Mary knows what they're capable of. They have to live with the fact that they lost. And as the family steps outside, the real aftermath of the purge is revealed. Bodies everywhere. Burned cars. Blood in the streets. And worst of all, the cycle is going to repeat again next year. Because the real enemy isn't just the killers or the neighbors or the purge bros. It's the system itself. The Sandins made every mistake possible. Bad security, bad decisions, and worst of all, trusting the wrong people. If you don't want to end up like them, you need a real survival plan. The purge isn't just about random chaos. It's a game of strategy. The weak get hunted, the reckless get exposed, and the unprepared get erased. So how do you beat the purge? You don't just survive, you outsmart, outmaneuver, and outlast everyone else. Here's how. Contingency number 1. Don't rely on home security. Build a real safe house. James Sandin's biggest mistake, thinking metal shutters would keep him safe. A proper safe house needs reinforced walls, concrete, steel plating, or underground bunkers, multiple escape routes. Never get trapped inside. Have hidden exits, no windows or weak points. If someone can rip open a door, your fortress is a joke. Hidden panic rooms. If they do break in, make sure you're not there. If you can't afford a bunker, reinforce one room in your house as a lockdown zone. Fortify doors, block vents, and keep it stocked with supplies. Contingency number 2. Leave the country, or at least get out of the city. The easiest way to survive the purge, just don't be there. Fly to another country, go on vacation, and let the chaos sort itself out. Hide in a rural area. No one's driving out to the middle of nowhere to find you. Stay on water. If you have a boat, sail out far enough where no one can reach you. Find a private island. If you're rich, this is the ultimate strategy. If you can't leave, at least avoid high population areas. The more people around you, the more likely someone is plotting to kill you. Contingency number 3. Don't trust your neighbors. They're watching. You think you're safe just because your neighbors smile at you? Think again. The Sandins should have seen it coming. James was bragging about his wealth. The neighbors were bitter. They all owned weapons. During the purge, money, jealousy, and past grudges turn friendly neighbors into execution squads. If you have something they want, money, food, weapons, a secure house, you're a target. Solution? Stay low profile. Don't flash your wealth. The richer you look, the bigger a target you become. Act like you left town. Make your house look abandoned. No lights, no noise. Have a decoy escape plan. Leave an old car running down the road so people think you fled. Contingency number 4. No guests. Helping people gets you killed. It sounds harsh, but in the purge, helping the wrong person is a death sentence. Charlie let a stranger in. The entire family almost died. Most strangers won't be so friendly. Your friends might betray you. If it's them or you, guess who they're choosing. Only let people in if you fully trust them. They bring something valuable, skills, weapons, or supplies. You're 100% sure they won't backstab you. Otherwise, leave them outside. It's brutal, but survival isn't about fairness. Contingency number 5. Stay hidden. The best fight is no fight. James made another huge mistake. He engaged the killers instead of disappearing. The best way to survive isn't winning a fight, it's never being found. Don't broadcast your location. No lights, no sound, no movement. Have multiple hiding spots. If they find one, you should already be in another. Avoid unnecessary kills. The more bodies you drop, the more attention you attract. If you must fight, use stealth, traps, and home field advantage. Don't go full action hero. Every bullet fired is a signal to nearby psychos. Final conclusion. Surviving the purge isn't about luck. It's about having the best plan. If you're rich, you win. If you're smart, you survive. If you're dumb, you're part of the system now. And if you're me, well, I don't need to survive the purge because I'm Batman.
Master Bruce, just because you're Batman doesn't mean you could survive the chaos.
What do you mean? I'm the one who's making the video, Alfred.
What I mean, Master Bruce, is that even with these tips, you cannot anticipate the type of chaos people are bound to release on the purge, which means these tips might not be enough.
If anyone needs these tips more than the public, it's you, Alfred.
Is that an insult?
Just an conclusive statement.
Oh, you little
And that's how you beat the purge. If you made it this far, you're officially more prepared than half the people in this movie. Now, before you go, we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, and I'd highly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and dropped a like if you enjoyed the video. It really helps out, and it lets me know you want more content like this. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.